Imagine this. Your body tightens, your heart races, your breath becomes rapid, but there's no tiger, no real danger. It's just a thought. This is the incredible, and sometimes destructive, power of the mind-body connection. Modern behavioral medicine now clearly recognizes something ancient wisdom has always known. The mind and the body are deeply connected. Understanding this relationship is key to truly understanding health and disease. Our mind and body are constantly exchanging emotional information. What the body feels is influenced by our emotions and thoughts. What we think is shaped by the signals coming from the body. This can create a virtuous circle when we feel safe and supported, or a vicious one when we feel threatened or stressed. Stress, as defined by Hans Selye, is the body's non-specific response to any demand or pressure. And in this definition, body means the whole mind-body system. When a stressor appears, whether it's an external event or an internal worry, our body reacts. It releases hormones like cortisol and neurotransmitters like adrenaline and norepinephrine. Neuroscience has shown that our thoughts and emotions are deeply intertwined with our physiology. This is the well-known fight or flight reaction, controlled by the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic system accelerates body processes, preparing for action. The parasympathetic system slows things down, supporting rest and recovery. The hypothalamus acts as the central switch, regulating both. Here's the catch. The human body reacts the same way to a perceived threat, even if there's no real danger. In daily life, we encounter stressors that aren't life-threatening, but still trigger the same alarm response. Financial worries, work frustrations, health problems, traffic jams. Our system makes no distinction between an actual tiger and an inner threat, like a troubling memory or an anxious thought about the future. Both are treated as dangers to fight, escape, or eliminate. When we interpret something as a threat, the body moves into tension. The mind senses the body's tension, which increases the physical stress response. Physiological changes during fight or flight include heart rate and blood pressure rise, arteries constrict, veins dilate, muscles are primed for action, breathing becomes faster, airways open to draw in more oxygen, blood is redirected away from digestion and kidneys, halting digestion, skin becomes pale as blood flow to the surface decreases, reducing blood loss risk. Sweating increases to cool the body during muscular effort. Blood becomes denser, ready to clot if needed. Stored fats and glucose are released for immediate energy. Immune cells are mobilized to fight potential infections. Adrenaline triggers a fast, sharp response. Cortisol shifts energy resources from long-term processes to short-term survival. When the stress response is appropriate, for example, when we face a challenge, we experience it as a burst of energy and heightened awareness. But when this reaction happens without a real threat, we reach peak activation without physical release and without recovery. The emotional charge stays locked inside. Over time, the body grows tired. Modern stress often comes from social pressure or perceived threats to our status, frustration, unmet expectations, everyday setbacks. The result? Our bodies remain flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, leading to a chronic state of high alert that we mistake for normal. Chronic stress can cause muscle tension, anxiety, nervousness, palpitations, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, digestive issues, headaches, chronic back pain, sleep disturbances, depression. These symptoms then become stressors themselves, feeding the cycle. Long-term consequences include high blood sugar, muscle loss, reduced bone formation, immune suppression and increased inflammation, arteriosclerosis and cardiovascular disease, damage to brain cells, especially in the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, reducing memory and learning capacity, enlargement of the amygdala, the brain's fear center. This is why it's crucial to change how we respond to stress. Mindfulness practice helps us gradually interrupt the negative cycle of reactivity, learning to respond instead of react. By staying anchored in the present moment, we can more easily distinguish between real stressors and imagined ones, and reclaim balance for both mind and body. Your mind and body are speaking to each other every second of your life. The question is, are you listening? If this journey into the mind-body connection resonated with you, imagine what's possible when you truly learn to work with it instead of against it. This is just the beginning. Subscribe now, follow the full series, and let's explore together how awareness can transform not only your stress, but your entire life.